Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So today we're going to do a comparison between the Dreame L40, the original one, and the Dreame L40 Gen 2. Now this is home of the honest review. I did purchase both of these products with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, but I do use links. So if the best way to find a product that I highly recommend, once I highly recommend it and it's done my testing, it'll get the Just a Dad approved sticker. But that's after 3 months of real world testing. Mopping P10 Pro is one that I love. You can find these on my website, justadadapproved.com. If you purchase a product using a link in this video or on my website, I am an affiliate with Amazon and Walmart. The product doesn't cost you anymore, but it is a way of helping support my channel. Now, I have detailed reviews on these. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about the features. I've had the L40 over a year. I've only had the Gen 2 about a week. It hasn't got my final score yet. And same with the Mopping P10 Pro Gen 2. I've only had it about a week. I got to take it to my house, and then I'll come up with the final score after 3 months. But we can talk about features. Now, and I will say, the Dreame L40 was a highly recommended robot by me, but it always set uneasy with me a little bit because of one thing. This can detach the mop pads and leave them back at the base station. And I never had a problem with that feature, but I did have my sister buy this robot and she had a problem with that. And I've heard of it. One other person that I recommended this to had that same problem. Sometimes it wouldn't attach and it would go into a fault. And I did see that this was a highly returned item on Amazon. I'm suspecting that might have been the case. Now, the good thing about the Gen 2 is they removed that feature. The mop pads stay attached all the time. There is no removing them and installing them. If you want that feature, you got to upgrade to a little bit more expensive robot. I can't think of like an X50 or a Mova V50, but we're going to talk about these two right now. Now, they both have LiDAR navigation. They did make the Gen 2 a little bit thinner. It's about a 1/4 inch thinner. Again, I've got the specs on the full detailed review. Now, they took away the camera on the Gen 2. This is just an optical avoidance sensor, no LED light. This has a camera and an LED light. And there's something about this sensor, it avoids more stuff. This one is okay. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but it's definitely not as good as this one. They kept the physical buttons up here. Now, they did remove the tank. They don't ship the tank with it. You get the solution tank. I don't consider that to be that big of a deal. I don't use these tanks just because they don't tell us enough about how much it uses. You know, what's the mixture ratio? I put my cleaning solution in the clean water tank. Every time I fill it up, a little bit of Shark vac mop solution. I have a video on that. So, but that is something. It doesn't come with the tank. Same dust bag. The biggest thing is suction power. 25,000 pascals of suction, 11,000 pascals of suction. I did notice this thing cleans very well, but it does not clean hair. So in my early testing, it picked up particles, debris, but it struggles with hair. And picking up hair has more to do with the brush roller. And they did not upgrade the brush. I would have thought this is the standard brush roller. I would have thought they would have upgraded. So you can do your own upgrade, and you can find this on my website, justadadapproved.com, under maintenance and upgrades. This is the tri-cut brush. I also have a video where I took it apart. It's actually really cool on the inside. It's $50, but I did find a generic one that's almost identical. So check out that video. And the easiest place is just go to my website. I'll have both of them listed there. So this brush roller does not do a very good job of picking up hair. This does. This does an amazing job. So install this and it's going to be a lot better. This one did okay vacuuming, but again, 11,000. I did notice a big difference with this one as far as suction. You know, the wheels, this one's a little different. This one's got grippy on it. Carpet sensor, I didn't notice any difference. The side brush is acting weird. This one spins when it's in a mopping only event, and it looks like it can retract them, but I never saw that happen. Now, both of them can extend this into the corner, and they do a really good job of cleaning corners. That mechanism all looks, it just has to do with the bristles, which maybe a software update will fix that or something. I don't know what's going on there. Both have cliff sensors. They both have internal water tanks. They can spray water on top of the mop pads. I felt like that was the same. I thought they mop the same. I didn't notice any increase in downward pressure, which I think is going to be a big deal, because I just noticed on the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2, which I have lots of videos on it, it has increased down pressure, and it did clean better. So it's a recommend over both of these. They both extend one mop pad out to the side. The drive wheels look to be about the same. They both do this. They don't do thresholds hardly at all. Now, if you want to see a really good, like again, I have the first look on this, the mopping test, but I have a really good video where I compared the Gen 2 Dreame to the Mova Gen 2. That's got some good footage in it. This is going to be an older design. Thankfully, the price has come down. The lowest we saw it was $400. Right now, it's like 600 bucks. So it's definitely not a buy. This one's cheaper, 550. But if you need camera, dirt detection sensor, and better obstacle avoidance, this might be a buy. But for that, I would get the Mova P10 Pro. It's got lower suction, but it's got the camera, dirt detection sensor, and it doesn't remove its mop pads, so there's no potential for that failing. And again, I have a whole new scoring system come out. So this one's going to my house for 3 months. And at the end of the 3 months, if I don't feel like I want to throw it out the window, I had an enjoyable experience with it first. It cleaned my house. It's going to end up getting the Just a Dad approved sticker. I got some scoring system, very simple. The Mova P10 Pro right now does have my sticker on it. I don't think I'm going to give the L40 unless the price goes way down, just because of that. I had 2 people that I recommended this robot to that had failures, and that kind of bothered me. That, you know, I can recommend. Well, I've recommended this Mova P10 Pro, and there's just a certain amount that are bad units. So with that being said, I mean, it might be a buy for me. It's so closely compared to the Mova P10 Pro. I just recommend the Mova P10 Pro. So again, I got some exciting news coming from my website. I've got a bunch of robots coming from my home. The Dreame Aqua 10, that's going to be a pretty surprising result. Does it get the sticker or doesn't? I think it might, but I'm not sure. The Matrix 10 definitely will. The Dreame D10 or the D20 vacuum only. That thing's going to be the surprise of the year, I think. L40S Ultra, which that's going to be very comparable now. The Dreame has, again, they have way too many L40s. I think they got 5 now with just different numbers that mean something. I'll have to do a video on all of them now. But that L40S Ultra, I have at my house. It's doing a really good job. I'll have to do a comparison with it. So those robots will be coming from my house, getting the maintenance done and the final score. And then these robots, this one and the Mova, the Roborock Curve, I just bought it today. It's coming. I'll be taking it to my house, any other new robots. But that's going to be my promise to you, that if a robot shows up on my website with my sticker that says Just a Dad approved, it's going to have the how to set it up. Before you spend that $400 or $500, see it for yourself, see if you can set it up. The actual review, I'll compare it to its closest competitor. Then I'll show you how to do all the maintenance. And with those videos, my videos will back up my website. And I want my website to be the go-to place. So after you've had this robot, I'll have tips and tricks, best upgrades, how to do the maintenance, where to buy the filters, all the links right there for you for that particular robot. And then when it's time to upgrade, sign up for my email list. And when a robot that I love and only love, when it goes on sale, I send an email out to say, now's the time to buy. These robots go on sale at just the most random times. I can't stress that enough. I mean, it makes no sense to me, the sales and when they are and how long they last. I have not tried to figure it out, but thankfully people tell me in my comments and they'll send me an email so then I can send an email out. So again, justadadapproved.com. I want it to be your one-stop shop for other vacuum. I'm doing other vacuum cleaners, cordless vacuum cleaners. I'm hyper focused right now on robot vacuum cleaners. This industry is changing the fastest. I want to prevent you from wasting your money. That's my job. It's to get you the best robot at the best price. But again, I'm going to review these robots. I review bad robots too. And when they're bad, I call them bad. And I send them back because I want to prevent you from all that hassle of buying it. It's no good. You send it back and then you're just like, do these things even work? There are robot vacuum cleaners that actually do a good job cleaning. Justadadapproved.com. I really do appreciate everybody's support. I've been working on some better terminology for my brand. It says, I want to buy and test this stuff with my own money so you don't waste yours. And That is from the bottom of my heart. I don't want you wasting your money on a robot vacuum cleaner. I'll buy it, I'll test it, but hey, if this thing's a big piece of junk or a hassle and I feel like I want to throw it out the window, that's exactly what I'll tell you, and don't buy it. So again, thanks everybody.